FDOT Civil 3D Drainage, Stormwater, and Sewer Analysis, or otherwise known as SSA. Chapter 1, Getting Started. This course was developed for FDOT drainage designers using AutoCAD Civil 3D, the FDOT Civil 3D State Kit, and Autodesk Storm and Sewer Analysis, or otherwise known as SSA software. This course provides a complete workflow for taking an AutoCAD Civil 3D pipe network into Autodesk SSA software, analyzing the network performance, editing pipes and structures, and returning the revised network to AutoCAD Civil 3D. This section provides some basic information to get started using Autodesk SSA software. The objectives of this course will train the user on how to use Autodesk AutoCAD Civil 3D, FDOT Civil 3D State Kit, and Autodesk SSA software for the purpose of exporting pipe network data from Civil 3D into a HydroFlow storm system or STM format, network layout in SSA, displaying a CAD file as a background, network layout in SSA, running an analysis on the network, displaying analysis results, displaying a profile plot of a pipe run, editing nodes and links, exporting a STM file from SSA, importing a STM file in Civil 3D, viewing SSA produced values in Civil 3D network parts, displaying HGL and EGL in a profile view in Civil 3D, user interface basics, and plan view features. The exercises for each module are independent of one another and can be used without having to complete the exercises in previous modules or chapters. Typically, a DWG file or SPF file is provided as a starting data for your exercise. All files used in this course should be unzipped to the C Civil 3D Projects folder. Starting the Autodesk SSA software. From your desktop, double-click on the SSA 20,000 or 2019 shortcut icon. A screen will appear to let you know that the SSA software is loading. Once the Autodesk SSA software is loaded, a screen should display as shown above. The user interface consists of the components menu bar, toolbars, plan view, data tree, view tab, and status bar. Up on top on the left-hand corner is the menu bar. The menus are grouped by command type. The File pull-down menu has commands for opening and saving files, importing georeferenced orthophotos, importing and exporting AutoCAD drawings, AutoCAD HydroFlow files, land XML files, GIS shapefiles, EPA SWMM input files, and XPS WMM input files, and for printing. The Edit pull-down menu has commands for editing and copying. The View pull-down menu has commands for viewing, configuring plan view display options, and displaying toolbars. The Input pull-down menu has access to all drainage network element dialog boxes that define the model and put data. The Design pull-down menu has commands for performing design functions on the network model. The Analyst pull-down menu has commands for defining analyst parameters and for performing the network model analysis. The Output pull-down menu has commands for displaying the network model analysis results as graphical plots and reports. The Windows pull-down menu has commands for arranging and selecting windows within the application workspace. And the Help pull-down menu has commands for getting help. Next on the interface is Toolbars. The software provides numerous toolbars that give you quick access to many commands and features. If you forget what a particular toolbar button accomplishes, point the cursor over the toolbar button. After you pause over the button, a tooltip will be displayed providing a description of what the button performs. All of the toolbars are docked underneath the menu bar. To display a toolbar, select the View pull-down menu and the appropriate toolbar, as shown above. If you check the box off and on, you'll see the toolbars turn off and on the screen. On the Map toolbar, the first command is the Select Element tool. The Select Element tool is used to select network elements in the plan view. Next on the Map toolbar is the Edit Vertices tool. The Edit Vertices tool is used to grip edit subbasins, channel, and pipe vertex points in plan view. Next is the Select Polygon tool. The Select Polygon tool is used to select a group of elements in the plan view for editing or deleting. The Measure Distance tool is used to measure a distance such as overland flow length or subbasin equivalent width from the plan view. The Measure Area tool is used to measure an area such as soil type area or land use area from the plan view. The Zoom tool is used to zoom in and out of the viewing area of the plan view, profile plot, and time series plot. The Zoom Previous tool is used to display the previous view. The Zoom Extents tool is used to zoom out of the full extent of the plan view, profile plot, and time series plot. The Pan tool is used to pan the viewing area of the plan view, profile plot, and time series plot. Lock Coordinates icon is used to lock and unlock the network elements from being moved within the plan view, preventing the accidental movement of elements. The plan view, as shown in the following figure, provides a layout view or top view of the stormwater or wastewater network system. The individual elements that make up the network are displayed. The plan view also allows you to graphically lay out the drainage network system. The key areas of the plan view include the location of drainage network elements and the distances between them do not have to conform to the actual physical scale. They can represent a schematic diagram of the network. Elements can have their properties, such as flooding depth at junction nodes or flow velocity in channels and pipes, displayed using different colors. This color coding can be controlled using the displayed legend. New network elements can be added directly to the plan view, and existing elements can be selected for editing, deleting, and repositioning. Background images such as georeference, TIFF or TIFF, aerial, orthophoto images, and maps can be displayed as a background for reference. CAD drawing files such as a street drawing can be imported and displayed as a background for reference. The display drainage network can be zoomed into and panned from one position to another. Junction nodes, channels, and pipes can be displayed at different sizes to indicate a particular property. Flow directional areas can be displayed on channels and pipes to indicate the direction of flow from the analyst's results. Element ID labels and numerical property values can be displayed adjacent to network elements. The plan view can be printed, copied to the Microsoft Windows clipboard for pasting into a Word document, or exported as an Autodesk AutoCAD drawing file for report regeneration. The aerial view, as shown on the bottom left of the navigation pane in the following figure, displays the entire network and identifies the current view with a rectangular view box. You can use the aerial view to change the view in the plan view window quickly by dragging the view box. As you drag the view box to another location, the display in the plan view will be redrawn accordingly. To display the aerial view, select View, Aerial View, or click the Aerial View icon in the standard toolbar. To hide the aerial view, select View, Aerial View, or click the Aerial View icon again. The data tree on the left provides access to all the data elements contained in a project. Select the plus symbol or select the minus symbol to expand and collapse the icons to see the representation of the data associated with a modeling project. The contents of the data tree vary depending on what data is defined. The View tabs at the top of the screen allow you to quickly move from one view to another by clicking the tabs of your choice. If multiple tabs are open, click on the red X symbol on the tab to close that tab. The View tabs at the top of the screen allow you quickly to move from one view to another. Next is the status bar. The status bar appears at the bottom of the application and provides information about the network model or the task you are working on. The Run Status section of the status bar indicates whether the simulation results are available. 3 different states can be shown. The No Results shown is the analysis results that are not available. Rerun the simulation to get results. The next state is the results complete. Analysis results are available. And the last state is the results differ state. This shows that what analysis results are available but may be invalid because the model data has been modified. Rerun the simulation to get results. Next to the status or the run status is the zoom level. This section of the status bar indicates what the current level is for the plan view. A value of 100% indicates that the plan view is zoomed to the extent of the model. Next is the XYZ coordinates. This section indicates the current coordinates of the mouse pointer in plan view. Next, when a drawing is open, you will have the element information. This section details information regarding the element directly underneath the mouse pointer. You will see this later on in the chapters as we go along. Next is the program options. Go to the Edit pull-down menu and all the way to the bottom you will find options. The program configurations are defined by the Options dialog box. The Options dialog box controls the program configuration options. The following configuration settings can be defined in the Options dialog box. The Confirm Deletions. This checkbox causes a confirmation dialog box to be displayed before deleting any network element. Automatic Backup File. This checkbox causes the software to automatically save a backup copy of a newly opened project. The default backup file extension is .bck, so as to not overwrite the Autodesk AutoCAD Civil 3D or Autodesk AutoCAD Map 3D drawing backup file. Next is Automatic Open Last Project on Startup. This checkbox causes the software to automatically load the last saved project upon program startup. Do not ask again message. These checkboxes control whether the Help Tip dialog boxes will be displayed. Clear Previous File History List. Clicking Clear causes the list of most recently opened projects to be cleared from the File menu. Click on the red checkbox on the top right-hand corner to close out of the Options dialog box. Next is Display Options. On the File pull-down menu, choose Display Options. For display options under Elements, the Elements section controls the display of network elements. Select the checkboxes adjacent to each element type to control the display of that element type. Arrows. The arrows sections controls how elements, directional, and flow arrows are displayed on the plan view. Note that flow arrows will only be displayed after an analysis has been performed and a computed output parameter has been selected for display. Otherwise, element directional arrows will point from the starting node to the ending node. Properties. The Properties section defines how subbasins, nodes, and links are color-coded based upon the selected output or output property. From the element drop-down list, select the property to be displayed as a color-coded attribute. The plan view then displays the element similar to the following figure. The Symbols section determines what element types are represented with special symbols in the plan view. Symbols, if checked, then simple circles will be used. Display node symbols, if checked, then simple or special node symbols will be used, otherwise simple circles will be used. Display linked symbols. If checked, then special link symbols will be used. Display at zoom. This spin control defines the minimum zoom ratio at which symbols should be displayed. Symbols will be hidden at zoom ratios smaller than this. Size. This radio group allows you to specify the symbol size to use. In the plan view portion, these options affect the general display options of the plan view. For background color, the drop-down entry allows you to select the background color for the plan view. Blinking map highlighter option, check this to control whether the selected elements on the plan view is to blink. For annotation, the annotation section controls what element IDs and specified values are to be displayed in the plan view. The rain gauge ID, if checked, will display the rain gauge IDs. The subbasins, if checked, will display the subbasins ID, and so forth and so on. The Nodes section controls how nodes are displayed in plan view. The diameter option, when mapping input data or output results onto the nodes, for example, invert elevation, water depth, total inflow, etc., this control defines the default node diameter in pixels. When not mapping input data or output results onto the nodes are displayed as their element icon. For border display, when mapping input data or output results onto the nodes, this checkbox defines if a border should be drawn around each node. This is recommended for light-colored backgrounds. The proportional for value checkbox. When this is checked, mapping input data or output results onto the nodes, this checkbox specifies if the node diameter should increase as the viewed parameter increases in value. For display flooding, this checkbox defines if a flooded node should be displayed on the plan view in the color of blue. The adjacent control regulates the size of the displayed flooded and surcharged nodes. Display surcharging. If this box is checked, it will define if a surcharged node should be displayed on the plan view in the color of red. The adjacent control regulates the size of the displayed flooded and surcharged node. The links section controls how links are displayed in plan view. Thickness. When mapping input data or output results on to the links, this control defines the length thickness in pixels. The display border, when checked, defines if a black border should be drawn around each link. This is recommended for light-colored backgrounds. Proportional to value. This checkbox specifies if the link thickness should increase as the view parameter increases in value. Display flooding. This checkbox defines if a flooding link should be displayed on the plan view in the color of blue. Display charging or display subcharging. This checkbox defines if a surcharged pipe should be displayed on the plan view in the color of red. The adjacent spin control regulates the width of the displayed flooded and surcharged links. The subbasin section controls how subbasin areas are displayed in plan view. The outline thickness control defines the thickness of the line used to draw the subbasin boundary, specifying a thickness of 0 if no boundary is to be displayed. The color option panel allows you to select the color to display the subbasin as click the box with the 3 buttons to browse to display a color selection dialog box, which is used to change the color of the subbasins. The Fill Style option. This radio button group specifies the style used to fill the interior of the subbasin area. The Labels section controls how labels are displayed in plan view. The Use Transparent Text checkbox will display the labels with a transparent background. Otherwise, an opaque background will be used. The Flyover Map Labeling checkbox will cause the element ID label and the value of the selected property to be displayed adjacent to the element, wherever the mouse is placed over an element in plan view. The Display at Zoom option controls or defines the minimum zoom ratio at which the annotation should be displayed. Annotation will be hidden at zoom ratios smaller than this. The Legends option of the Display Options dialog box defines which element property legends should be displayed on plan view. The legend displayed colors that are associated with a range of values for the element property being viewed. For input data dialog boxes, note that the software uses interactive dialog boxes for editing network input data. Double-click an element from the plan view using the Select Element tool as shown in the figure above. The appropriate element dialog box is then displayed. Select the Select Element tool and then double-click a network element to display the current or the corresponding element dialog box. The network element dialog box are modeless, allowing you to keep them displayed while selecting other elements in the network from the plan view. For example, to examine manhole rim elevations, you can keep the junction dialog box displayed and select different junctions from the plan view. Upon selecting a new junction, the software automatically updates the input and output data regarding the selected element, as shown in the figure. In most network element dialog boxes, the network element data is displayed in a table, allowing you to easily browse, edit, copy, and paste data. In addition, clicking the column header at the top of the table allows you to sort the data in descending order, as shown in the following figure. For example, using this feature allows you to quickly find outliers in the defined element data where there may have been data input blunder. Sorting the column allows you to see if there are any elements with unusual values or perhaps a missing value. Multiple network element dialog boxes can be displayed if desired. However, the computer monitor may become somewhat cluttered with multiple dialog boxes. If you have dual monitors at your computer, you can grab the element dialog boxes and drag them to the other monitor, allowing you to more effectively edit the network. Once completed with the data input for a particular network element, click the Close button. Right-click context menus. To provide you additional ease of using the software, the right-click context menu option is used extensively throughout the software. To display the right-click context menu, click using the right mouse button. An example of the right-click context menu for Plan View is shown in the following figure. The available options shown on the right-click context menu can change based upon the context of what you are pointing at. For example, when pointing the cursor at a sub-basinal on the plan view, only the commands corresponding to subbasins are presented in the displayed right-click context menu. Moving the cursor away from any network element, only commands corresponding to the plan view are presented in the right-click context menu. Right-click the context menu, or right-clicking the context menu is available throughout the software. From the plan view, data tree, time series, plot, profile, plot, etc.